Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol IMNP. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this may look like several days worth of time right here, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I did this analysis yesterday, so that's where these red and green lines are coming from. And today was it was a good day, but that does depend on perspective. What do I mean by that? Well, if you are a day trader and you bought right there and you wanted to sell within 5.4 seconds, then yeah, for you the chart's not looking so good. But if you care about the big picture of things, then the bulls still have plenty of opportunity to build a higher base. And when you can build those higher bases, that's what allow the big picture uptrends to be built. And from, again, the long-term bullish perspective, that's what you want. You want overall uptrends. And again, those are built with those higher lows. So from that perspective, everything is still fine, and I'll illustrate what I mean by that. First thing, though, is I want to do a little house cleaning. Yes, these lines still do pertain to the chart, but they're no longer relevant. So from a presentation standpoint and not wanting to have a million lines everywhere that can cause clutter and confusion, just want to try to keep this as clean as possible. So we'll get rid of those lines. First update, though, comes right here and is based at 27 cents. And this is based on the foundational principle that when levels of resistance are broken and closed above, you want to see them act as support. So for those of you that did watch yesterday's video and hopefully remember me talking about 27 cents as resistance, you would now want to see this act as support, and actually already got a great example of that. So real life example of technical analysis was resistance, price got above it, and check it out, look right where it decided to bounce from right at that point. So classic example, resistance turning into support. So 26 cents is that ideal level. Now, if the price does drop below it, I'm not saying that the entire chart's ruined or anything like that, but that would certainly be the ideal level, going forward. From more so the broader scope of things, in my mind, it's all about the purple line right there, which is the 50-period simple moving average, and that is, let's try that again. I'm not sure what happened with my on-screen marker. There we go. But the 50-period simple moving average, which is that purple line right there, that's the overall trend indicator, meaning as long as the price is above there, then in my opinion, the bulls are in full control. The bulls are in full health of this current move. And as you can see right now, price isn't even close to that. As far as levels of resistance are concerned, yeah, technically speaking, this 29-cent level is still an area of resistance. But now that we have more data, again, this line still does pertain, but I want to just try to keep this as clean as possible. So I'm just going to use this line and move it up to there, as 33 cents seems to be more the nearest and kind of newest key level of resistance. You can see quite a bit of price congestion right around that area up there. So that's definitely going to be that current focus right there. But right now, breaking levels of resistance is not what I would call a top priority by any stretch. At this point, just going through a healthy consolidation, building a higher base, from the long-term perspective is I think what's going to make the chart, the strongest and healthiest going forward. So we'll see what happens. One of the most popular questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together this free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then by all means, click right there to get access to the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and like I say, it is free. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.